Coughing. We all hate getting sick this time of year, any time of year actually. Deborah Lowther joins us this morning with some healthy options for avoiding germs and especially avoiding them in your little ones, because they're the ones who are the carriers for the most part in most families, and bring them home.
Actually, I don't think you can avoid the germs, and that's kind of what we're talking about today, is that the germs are there, especially when you've got little ones who are in daycare or in programs or gymnastics. Mine are in elementary school, and they're exposed to hundreds of kids, and they bring those germs home to us.
Right.
So even if we're not there, the adults are still susceptible to the germs. So we can't avoid the germs, but we can do some things to make our immune system stronger so that we can combat the germs. One of those things that we hear all the time is get enough exercise, get enough sleep, and get outside. That not only makes us feel better, but it's good for our bodies as well.
It kind of triggers your immune system, right?
Yeah, it does. It's all beneficial. The one we all know and love is eat your vegetables.
And really, you encourage your kids to kind of make a game out of them by seeing how many different colors of things they can eat.
Yes, that is one trick, because we know kids don't necessarily like to eat their fruits and vegetables in their natural state. Sometimes as moms, we have to
hide them.
A little bit tricky. So one idea is, yes, eating a rainbow. If they can eat something from each color of the rainbow, and there's little magnets you can stick on your fridge to put in the column.
That's a good idea. Okay.
It's fantastic, and my kids love it. It's like a little game to see if they can eat their rainbow in the day, and if they do, they get their rainbow magnet for the day.
Where do you get these from, or do you?
This is Eating a Rainbow online. You can get them online. It's a fabulous invention by a mom. Best inventions.
Oh, good idea.
Yes, and then the other trick that we use a lot with the vegetables, I do have two children who will eat a spinach salad for lunch and think it's the best ever, which is great, but most kids are not going to go anywhere near a salad or spinach. So you can use your vegetables and your fruit in your baked goods, in your pasta sauces, in your macaroni and cheese. Make it from home and add fruits, add vegetables as often as you can to just bump up that nutrient value. Another tip for avoiding the germs and getting your immune system up is drink plenty of water. Juices are okay, but there's a lot of added sugar that we don't need.
Right, a lot of added calories too, and if your kids aren't that active, just water is the best thing.
And get yourself a water bottle that you love to take around and carry it with you all day long, adults and kids. And washing, always important to wash. Wash in the morning, wash after school, wash before bed, hands, faces. If you do have germs in the house, you wash your doorknobs, wash your light switches, the things that people's telephones
touch on the laptop, computer, right?
TV remote.
Yes, all the things. But no, is it best to use an antibacterial or just plain soap and water?
Plain soap and water, is the best.
Because then we're not building up a resistance or whatever with all the antibacterial stuff.
Yeah. And the last great tip is to eat your vitamins, because you're not always going to get everything you need out of your food. And there are some nutrients that we don't get in our foods. Our body can't make vitamin D. It can't produce the omega-3s. Those things all are great for boosting your immune system. And get a vitamin that you like to take and your children like to take. If it's approved by Health Canada, you know it's a good vitamin. If it's a gummy format, the kids love that. Adults too. It makes it fun to actually take your vitamins.
So much better than the kids' vitamins that we had when I was a kid, when I was like, ooh. Yes. It tastes like chalk.
Yes. Yeah, sure.
And you talk about getting outside to exercise as well, which is really, really good. And maybe there's a way of getting your kids to exercise outside. Just send them outside to play.
I was just going to say that. I don't think that they need to be taught that. You just open the door, and in the mornings before school, if they've got 10 minutes and they're ready, throw on your stuff and out you go.
Okay.
They're more than happy to do cartwheels in the front yard or get their scooter out of the garage and go down the street. The kids, I think, are naturally outdoorsy. It's us.
Right, right. Now, what happens if one of your kids does become sick?
Hopefully, their immune system's going to be strong enough that they won't be sick for very long. But if they are, you need to wash again. Make sure that they're washing a lot and everyone else in the house is washing a lot. If they're home, if they're sick, keep them home from activities if they're going to be near other children or other people.
Other families will thank you for that.
And then just keep getting in the fruits and the vegetables. The yogurts are really good. And the water and the nutrients.
Okay, great idea, Sir Deb. Thanks so much for coming in. And speaking of food, great food, we've got Laura DeAngelis grilling some up with Naz. And